Hi everyone, I thought we'd come together and do a really quick flower pour. I mixed up about 9 ounces of resin, but I'm saving 2 ounces for another project. I am using craft resin. It's a low viscosity 1-to-1 resin. I divided what I'm using for this pour in 5 cups. In my first cup, I put Octopus Fluids Blueberry, and I put 9 drops because I was really trying to get the color to show. In my next cup, I used Sweet Cherry. I only did 7 drops because it's like a stronger color. Whenever I use that, I don't have to use as much. The same with the Peacock. I only used 7 drops. Isn't that pretty? In my next cup, I used a pea-sized drop of Ocean White. And usually I do about a pea-sized drop per ounce. And then in my last cup, I just put 5 drops of the blueberry. And you'll see that it's much lighter. All right. So for this pour, I'm going to do 2 colors first. And I'm just going to pour them in. Right into the center. Like I said, it's a quick pour flower. And then my Sweet Cherry, just pouring it all right in. Then I'm going to take half of my white, make a little spout on my cup, and then I'm going to go trace the outline of the mold. I don't have a super steady hand, so you can see it's not perfect, but the resin tends to come together. Then I'm going to take my Peacock, dump it straight into the center. Now I'm going to take the rest of my white and go to where that outline of my colors are, where my Peacock just dumped in. I'm just going to circle that, using up the rest of my white. My mold is getting pretty full. I think maybe I poured too much for this. Oops, dropped a little white. All right, now I'm just going to take my last cup and pour it directly into the center, filling the mold. Actually, we might have a good amount here. That might work pretty well. It's really full, but that's good. Let's give it a shot of heat while it closes up on us. And just with my torch. And then I have just some mixed bits and bobs, crushed glass, a little pyrite pieces, and I'm just gonna wait till it closes up just a little bit more so I get an idea of where my center will be. Sort of helps guide you to the center. And it is moving rather quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and just wait, not speed it up. But we can already see a good idea of where our center is going to be. I just keep hitting it with heat because getting rid of any bubbles, since I poured it in really fast, it tends to bubble. That's okay. All right, so I'm not going to need all this. I usually do about 1/3 of a scoop. This isn't a huge mold. And I'm going to pop it right in there. And I'm going to watch for any bubbles to develop. I don't think I need to push it around any, but as you can see, it's kind of hard to see in there. So even if I was to push it around, I'm not sure where it would go. So we're just going to let it do its thing. Craft resin's really good. It tends to degas, debubble on its own. So I'm just keeping an eye to make sure any of the crushed glass bits that created air pockets, that the air pockets come up and disappear. You can, of course, use your torch if you want to pop them. All right, well, we'll be back when this is ready to unmold. All right, I've got my whole table taken up, so I'm just gonna try to open this where you guys can see it. It's not completely hardened yet, but I figure it's good enough because it's coming away from the mold. All right, let's see how this worked out. Oh, wow. Can you see how gorgeous that is? Oh my goodness. That came out really cool. Unfortunately, my camera doesn't catch it very well. Let's see if I can try to get more light, but there's so many colors in it. You can see a little bit better this way. Oh, wow. It's just gorgeous.